It can make or break your round. Everyone knows to lower your scores and play winning golf, you have to improve your putting. Hi everybody, I'm Steve Melnick. We're here in Ponte Vedra, Florida at the TPC at Sawgrass, site of the Players Championship. We're going to introduce and demonstrate an ingenious new putter that will help you make those crucial putts and lower your scores. It's called the Gaim G360 putter, and it's so effective, you've just got to try it. There's nothing revolutionary or overly complicated about the Gaim G360 putter. Just an extremely well-designed putter that works. It helps make putting what it should be. Simple.
The Gaim G360 has really captivated me. Most putters give you one center line. Right away, what got me about the Gaim putter, you have a top and bottom line that frame the width of the ball. So I make my first check on the center line to see the ball centered, immediately take a quick glance at the top and bottom, and I can see if I need to make any adjustment. Right away, that lets me know, most importantly, I'm hitting the ball in the sweet spot of the putter every time I line it up that way. Right away, I knew I had found a putter that was easier to align, and that was the actual simple reason why I was making more putts.
Many great teaching pros will tell you that great putters are not made, they're born. Well, for all of us who aren't born great putters, there's a great equalizer, the Gaim G360 putter. Let me introduce a man who will tell you why it works, the putt doctor, Dr. Craig Farnsworth.
Licensed optometrist Doc Farnsworth's expertise has improved the putting of many tour pros.
Doc, it's a pleasure having you with us.
Thanks, Steve.
Tell me what you really think of the Gaim G360 putter.
Well, I'll tell you, the guys from Gaim came out and introduced the putter to me. We went right to the putting green, and I put the putter down and made a 10-footer and a 15-footer right off the bat. And I'm going, So I kind of noticed that I put the putter down. I didn't have to fidget any, trying to see if it was open or closed. It set itself down, and it aimed itself. I'm going to tell you, folks, this is the first putter I've ever endorsed. This is the real deal.
Players put the putter down behind the ball. There's always that uncertainty about where you aim. What does that do to the mind? What does that do to the stroke while you're trying to do that?
Yeah. Well, I hate to tell our viewers here, but the reason you miss most putts is because you don't aim accurately. And so we need a device or a method to help. And I think this putter has so many good optical advantages. It's amazing.
We could talk for hours about all the elements and vagaries of putting, but in your mind, what are the two most important elements in successful putting?
Well, Steve, I think it's easy. Number one, alignment. Number two, distance control. Having the right control and the right speed is going to make more putts. But the biggest problem I see with players, folks, we're talking about you, is that you don't aim correctly. In our clinics, we test aiming accuracy first and foremost. I mean, you got to start the process correctly, right? 1 out of 20 of you align consistently inside the hole at 10 feet. So for the other 19 of you, pay attention. This putter is for you.
And you've got someone here who can really share some knowledge, having competed firsthand on the PGA Tour.
30-year tour pro Mark McCumber understands the importance of putting to winning scores. He knows the Gaim G360 will keep him at the top of his game.
Pleased to welcome 10-time PGA Tour winner, a guy that's been in the hunt, and I know a lot more were close, Mark McCumber.
If I'd only made a few more putts.
There you go.
I've always felt that my putting throughout my career lagged behind my ball striking. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. That was my perception. I felt like when I putted poorly, I really putted poorly. When I putted good, I really putted good. What's happened to me with the Gaim G360 is my poor putting is now better.
You've tried it. You've worked with it. What do you like about the Gaim putter?
Well, I like about it just what you were answering, Steve. The most important thing in putting, I think, is alignment. If you don't align yourself properly, whether it's a full swing on the golf course or a putter, you're working against yourself. You've got to manipulate either the club or, in this case, the putter to get the putter or the ball back on line. I always, throughout my whole career, Doc, had the tendency to aim left. Optically, I saw left. That looked straight to me. Consequently, I have to push the ball into the hole. It was very hard to be consistent. On good weeks, I felt I could putt as good as anybody. On off weeks, I felt I was as bad as everybody, and that's what I really needed the Gaim putter for. When I first put this putter in my hand, I could not get over what it did to my alignment. And optically, I didn't understand why. I wasn't smart enough to know what was happening. I put a laser on this putter to the hole, and instantly my habit of aiming left went away. All of a sudden, everything was on line. Consequently, I could take the putter back, let it release, and the ball will roll on line. Instantly, I became a better putter.
we're talking about distance control. What do you think about distance control? What do you like about that?
You know, you and I had talked earlier, and I've overheard you and Steve talk about the putter. It really impresses me to hear your observations. But to control line, you have to be able to control speed. You cannot read the break of a putt and then not know what speed you're going to hit it, because the break changes with this pace of the putt. This sweet spot and having correct alignment with the Gaim G360 allows me to hit the putt solidly more often. Consequently, I can read the speed more often. Consequently, I make more putts.
Let's face it, hitting long drives is fun. It gets a lot of oohs and ahs from your playing partners, but it doesn't put the ball in the hole. So why are you willing to spend $300, $400, even $500 for a driver that you're only likely to use 14 times around? The real money club is your putter. Nearly 50% of the shots are played with a putter. What if you had a putter that could drastically reduce that percentage? Well, now there is, the Gaim G360 putter. So what are you waiting for? Find out for yourself. Let Gaim improve your game.
My short putts, awesome. I mean, I was knocking probably 95% of the putts in the hole.
Look at that. I have improved with my confidence in the putter, improved about 2 to 3 strokes around, because I can make putts that I have missed in the past.
The Gaim G360 is truly a wonderful looking putter, and it gives me a wonderful feel, much more so than any of the brand names that I've used in the past.
All I need is to be able to put this putter in my bag and reap the benefits.
You know, it didn't take long for 3-time U.S. Senior Amateur Qualifier and scratch golfer Gary Verbal to learn the Gaim G360 was something special. He knew instantly.
The first time I put it in my hand was really in my office. And there's a little table leg about 10 feet from where I was standing. And I got a sleeve of balls out of my desk drawer, imagine that. And put all 3 of them down, put the putter down behind it, and didn't even think about my alignment. And put the putter down behind the ball, stroked it out the table leg, boom, hit it. Wow, that's pretty good. So I took the other ball, boom, hit the table leg. Now I'm starting to get a little bit impressed. Third ball, boom, hit the table leg. Now I can tell you that there's probably not another putter I've got in my closet that I can do that with.